I get asked all the time, are Facebook ads really effective for land clearing, excavation, demolition companies? And the answer is yes, but the caveat is only if you have some things set up properly. So I've talked to guys all the time. I talk to dirt world guys every single day, all day long. And I've heard from a lot of guys that are like, man, the Facebook ads just don't work. And that's because they're hitting the boost button. That's because they've only stuck it in the Facebook marketplace. But they've actually never run ads. And for those who have run ads, oftentimes we'll hear or see once we get them on as clients that some of the settings and stuff just weren't set up correctly, or the style of ad that they were running was wrong. And another issue that pops up is that just who they were targeting. The targeting wasn't set up correctly. So I want to spend this video talking about Facebook ads and whether they are even worth it for land clearing, excavation, demolition. So let's talk about a reality check real quick. Let's talk about the difference between Google ads and Facebook ads and even some of the other ad platforms. When it comes to Google, and we love Google, we love Facebook, we love TikTok, YouTube. We do ads on all different platforms, but our top two ad platforms that we give our clients is going to be Facebook ads and Google ads. But we need to talk real quick, and I shared this in a previous video if you want to go see it, where I did a really deep dive breakdown between Google and Facebook. But the general idea is that you've got two different types of platforms. Google is a search platform. So when someone goes there, it's because they're actually looking for a company. If they're going to type something like land clearing company near me or excavation company near me or whatever, one of those types of keywords, the likelihood of them buying is very high, because they're on the hunt. They're in the market. They're looking. So we have found that to be the case for almost 10 years now. Now, if it's on Facebook, we tend to see lower intent leads. The reason being is that it's a disruptor platform. You are literally interrupting their scroll. I like to joke that they're looking at funny cat videos, right? They're looking at political videos. They're arguing with random strangers on the internet. And then all of a sudden, your fantastic ad shows up and they're intrigued. There's a lot of people who have zero desire. They don't own any property. They have no need for your big machines. But we're going to capture a few who are. But again, they weren't necessarily looking. They weren't necessarily in the market. So we are getting your ad in front of them to pique their interest. And so it works. It's just in this method, we get higher volume, we get lower quality. So we also get lower costs. So Facebook is you're going to have to go through a lot more of those leads and work more of those leads to get good business. So Facebook is a disruptor platform. Google is a search platform. Google, higher cost, lower lead volume, but higher quality leads. Facebook is a higher volume of leads, lower quality, but lower cost. So you just have to do the math, figure out which one you like better. All right. So where does Facebook work? Facebook works when you have these eye-catching before and after pictures. We've seen that work, or when you have your dozers, or your mulchers, your excavators with video. So our favorite is really running videos. We've got videos that are killing it right now, which are doing the talking head model is really what I call it. So you got a talking head model or the selfie version where you're sitting there on your job site. Just take your cell phone out and just walk around the job site. Don't do it at your house. Don't do it in your office. Go to your job site and just walk around and give a quick, brief breakdown. It doesn't have to be a long video, but just say, hey, we're on this site here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And we are rocking this dozer, and we got this mulcher. We've got 30 acres that we're clearing today because our client is looking for this, and we love to do this, and just talk about your company, talk about what you're doing, talk about why you like to help your clients, talk about what kind of machines you're running, and while you're walking and talking, show your equipment in action behind you. That's a great format. Another great format is even just taking some videos of your equipment in operation. And you can talk over that if you want without you even being in the camera. If you're a little camera shy, do that. Go shoot those videos. But either way, video is doing way better than images. Now, it doesn't mean that images don't work. They still do. We have some clients that are getting pretty good results with images, but we've just seen over and over and over again, our clients who are rocking video for their Facebook ads tend to do even better, have a lower cost per lead on Facebook ads. The other thing that we can do with Facebook is we can hyper we can target hyper locally. Like we can really get in on cities, counties, zip codes, and Google does that to an extent as well. But we can really get in some real finite targeting, which is really great. And we can also target certain types of people. So where Google is a search platform, you're only going to be targeting location and keywords. On Facebook, we can target location and type of person. So this is really helpful to a lot of our clients to really dig in. And this is kind of like our secret recipe is how do we set up that targeting for our client to get the right people to see the right ad at the right time and in the right location. That's the key. So you want to work hard on that. You can use ChatGPT to figure that out. You can watch YouTube videos. You can go to Google and ask what's the best targeting that you should set up your Facebook ad with. Go and do that. Also, Facebook ads is really great for awareness and filling your pipeline because it's a lower cost lead platform. You're going to get more volume, right? So if you're looking to really fill your pipeline with a lot of leads, it's a great option for filling the pipeline. And it's great for awareness. It's great for brand recognition, things like that. Um, the pitfalls, though, is that you're going to get a lot more tire kickers. You're going to get cheaper leads, but lower close rates because you're going to have to go through the last video. If you go back and watch this video, the last video we did, I explained how one of our clients, I did a breakdown on their leads from Google and their leads from Facebook. And we did the math and we determined that every 14 leads, they finally closed a job on Facebook, whereas Google, 1 out of 4. But the cost was like 4 times as much per lead on Google as it was Facebook. But if you looked and did the math, all right, how much money did I really have to spend to close a client on each platform? They're actually pretty similar. Facebook still won out by like $20 per lead. It was $20 cheaper per lead or per closed job than it was on Google. So, but it's a great way if you have time, you have energy, you really want to work as many leads as possible. Facebook is a great option. Whereas Google, they're going to be higher intent, but you're just not going to have as many of them to work through. So if you're kind of guy is like, I just want high quality leads and I don't have a whole lot of time, then go Google. But if you're like, hey, I want volume, I want my pipeline filled, I'm a great closer, I feel like I can squeeze anything out of anybody, go Facebook. That'd be a great fit. So bottom line is, you know, Facebook is worth it if you've got strong visuals and a system to to filter your leads. You can get to the point where in some cities, states, areas, you can get 100 plus leads just through Facebook ads. And the problem you're going to run into is how do I qualify all these? How do I communicate with all these? So having a good CRM and system, a good lead nurturing system. We offer one for our clients. No matter what package you come in on, you get one of these because of this very reason that we're going to, as an agency, as a marketing agency, try and fill up your pipeline with as many leads from multiple different sources as possible. And the first problem we always hear is, like well, the pro is this is great. I'm closing jobs, but the con is I've got how do I how do I work all these leads? And so that's why we have a system in place that has automations, automated text, automated emails, call recording, invoicing, estimates, billing, contracts, all of it through the system so that you can get more out of those leads and close more jobs without having to, try and stick it all on a notepad or some guys, you know how it is, you put it on your calendar. Don't forget to call so and so or a stick it note, right? So we want to make sure that you're getting those leads and closing as many as you can. So yeah, so anyway, Facebook's great for that. So if you're looking for more brand recognition, then you need that, right? But if you're looking for high quality leads tomorrow, you need to go Google Ads. More of our commercial jobs we've noticed been coming in through Google for our clients, more residential through Facebook. Doesn't mean that they don't happen on both sides because they do. We also notice, especially for like land clearing, you got this hybrid model where we have a residential person who happens to be putting in 5 Airbnbs on their 30 acres. And so it's like a commercial job, but it is at a residential place. And so we can get leads through both channels. But the best option, honestly, is if you can afford it, spend the money on the ad spend on both and get high quality leads through Google and high volume leads through Facebook, and then have a great system and a great sales process in place to nurture those leads, close those leads, and get as many jobs as you can. So Want to see how to set up a system that brings qualified excavation and land clearing leads? Head over to landclearinginsights.com. We'll hook you up with a free audit. We'll look at everything you've got going, everything from any ads you might be running to any website stuff you're doing. We want to make sure that you get as many leads as possible. We're not like Angie's and Home Advisor. We're not looking to just sell leads. We want you to be as successful as possible in your area. So head on over there and check it out. Also, if you could like, subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. And lastly, we have a podcast, the Landit Podcast. It's on all the different Spotify and Apple and all the other podcast platforms. And we have a YouTube for that you can go check out. So if you're looking just to keep growing and learning and hearing from other guys, not just from a guy like me, a talking head, but also guys who are out in the field and what they have to say about a lot of this stuff, you might want to check out that podcast. But that's what I've got for today, and we'll be back on later. Take care.